All right, my first guest tonight, folks. My first guest tonight was called the Shirley Temple of Czechoslovakia because of her, that's true, because of her success there as a child star. Now, I understand when President Reagan visited Chicago in June, she performed for the president, and the local media in Chicago was so taken by her that they started an actual campaign to get her booked on The Tonight Show. We actually got this tape you're going to see from PM Magazine, and this was part of the effort. We'll show you this. Watch the monitors here.
People say, Vlasta, you can get any higher than that, than playing for President of the United States. And I said, yes, but there's higher thing. I said, you know what's my dream is? I gotta get, and that's my wish, on Johnny Carson.
Here it is, the one, the only, Johnny Carson Polka. Let's welcome Vlasta.
Come on, folks, and hear me out. What I have to say, it's all about your host. Johnny Carson is his name.
Chicago Radio's Jeff and Jer have made Tuesday Vlasta Aid Day on their WFYR-FM morning show. The phones jam up with callers who pledge signatures on petitions to send to The Tonight Show.
We will never give up. If this takes 10 years, we are going to get this woman on The Tonight Show somehow or another.
She's just so genuine. You really want to pull for her. You really want to see her on there. And it'll really be a victory for everybody. So the response has been incredible.
Well, folks, I'm here to tell you... Well, I'm here to tell you, folks, that Vlasta Aid paid off. Would you welcome, please, the international queen of polka, Vlasta. Show business. Okay, come on over, Vlasta. Okay, that's Vlasta, folks. Unplug the amplifier there. Okay, a little getting disengaged. How are you? How are you? How are you doing?
Johnny.
Yeah, sit out here. How are you? Okay. Ed will help you remove your accordion. Is our official accordion remover here? Well, how are you?
Oh, Johnny, you're so great.
Now, come on now. I don't want people to think I booked you for any, sexual reason. How are you? It's nice to have you here.
Thank you very much, Johnny. Can I have your drink or something?
It's a little coffee. Would you like some water?
Anything, just your coffee.
So
is
you
that
have a
right?
little coffee there. Did I pronounce your name right? Vlasta?
Vlasta.
No last name?
It's a Czechoslovakian name. She was a warrior
Vlasta was a warrior.
against the men.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
Yeah, but you'd use no last name at all, huh?
I tell you why. I use it like Cher.
Okay.
Vlasta.
Who was also a warrior against men. So we'll take a break and we'll be right back. Okay, we are back. If you just joined us. If you just have joined us, this young lady is called Vlasta, just queen of the polka, international queen of the polka, right?
Yes,
Because
yes, Johnny.
you do come from Czechoslovakia, and you were telling me about this dress. 100 years old, did you say?
I want everybody to see it.
Good. All right. Very
It's
pretty.
a costume. It's my mother brought it from the museum of
Did she?
Czechoslovakia.
It's very lovely. Is there a king of polka?
Yes, Frankie Yankovic.
Frankie Yankovic. You're right.
Frankie Yankovic.
You know, when I worked at WOW in Omaha, Nebraska, I announced the polka parade at 6 o'clock in the morning. Did you know a guy playing polka called Whoopie John Wilfert?
I've heard of him too.
Yeah, right?
Yes.
Right.
That one I remember.
Yes.
And his band will play.
What?
Hoopy John will fart and his band will play.
That's right. That's absolutely true. Now, look, I know you're from Czechoslovakia. Now, shame, but didn't the polka now originate in Poland? Or am I wrong?
Well, a lot of people think, a polka means a Polish girl.
Mm-hmm.
But if anybody looks in a dictionary, it is. That's the translation. But really, in a dictionary, if you look, the polka means a half step.
I see.
But it originated. Polka originated 1830, Johnny, in a little village. And the girl names were Annie, Anichka called.
Anichka.
Yes, and she was a pauper girl, and she started the polka steps. Later on, matter of fact, it went to Vienna, England, and every place. And people, the white, the cream of the folks, they used to pay in silver money, and then it came to United States. But the Polish people are the greatest promoters of polka in the United States.
I think you're right there. Yeah, that's true.
Chicago, especially.
You still practice all the time?
Oh, Johnny, I practice about 5-6 hours a day.
5 or 6 hours a day?
Yes, I do. Because it's a great instrument, and especially to be performing. And thank you, Mr. Doc Severinsen, to let me be part of you, because if you appear with Doc Severinsen, you can be that bad.
That's right. You have to have certain... We set certain standards to play with Doc, and you...
He is one of the best. He's one of the best.
He is one of the best.
Johnny, I come from the suburbs, from Berwyn.
You come from the suburbs where?
From Berwyn.
Berwyn.
Berwyn, that's right. So this is what the whole Chicago is watching tonight.
Yeah, well... Now, you were called the Shirley Temple of Czechoslovakia.
Yes, because I look like Shirley Temple when I was 4 years old.
You still look a little like Shirley Temple. You've got that cute face.
Yeah, I used to tap dance and done about 20 movies.
Uh-huh.
And then we, what happened, we emigrated. We went to Germany, spent 4 years in a refugee camp. And we got lucky. I lost my dad in a war. And my mother brought me. Yes.
I think they don't mean to laugh and be cruel.
It doesn't.
Because, no, what you said we got lucky, and then you said the next thing was we lost our dad in the war.
That's right. We're lucky to emigrate to the United States.
They were not being unkind at all.
And we got lucky to
When you say we, is your husband?
No, my mother and 2 little children.
You do have a husband, though, right?
Yes, and I got married when I was 16.
16?
Yes.
Does he listen to you practice?
Oh, Johnny, I tell you. See what happens. I come up with these tunes, and probably Mr. Doc Severinsen knows how this works. You get an idea, and doesn't matter it's afternoon or night. Sometimes I wake up at night at 2 o'clock in the morning, and I come up with a tune, so I pick up accordion, I wake my husband up. I says, Johnny.
At 2 o'clock, you wake your husband and play the accordion? Is true?
Doc, you told me I can call you Doc? See,
He's not a
Mr.
medical
Severance-
doctor. Did he tell you he was a... Did he try that routine about being a medical doctor?
No.
Okay.
No.
We've had some problems here in the studio.
So he must understand, too. You know, tunes come to you. That doesn't mean, 6 o'clock evening, are you going to write? No, it comes at night. So I wake up my husband. I says, honey, can you listen to this tune? So he gets up and he's listening to the tune. Sometimes he comes from work, and you guys are terrible. You either come from work, you read the news, watch the football game or baseball game, nobody can talk to you. So I wait when my husband takes a bath, and then I'll take my accordion, sit on the toilet, see John.
I'll tell you, any marriage that can survive a husband taking a bath and a wife sitting on a toilet seat with an accordion is a strong union.
And especially Johnny, when I work on your lyrics, that was my hardest one, because
Where did you compose that? May I ask?
My husband, came. He's a second shift, and I wish he would have been here with me, but
Well,
he
I
has
wish-
to work and support me,
Well-
what I'm doing. But
I'm sure he'll hear
he's
from
an
you when you
auto
get
body
home.
man. Hi, Johnny. And sometimes when I've done lyrics for you, Johnny,
Yes.
a second the hottest polka in Chicago, everybody's
Really?
playing it. I
Well, I'm-
wrote the lyrics when I was taking a bath with my husband.
Did you have the accordion in there with you at the time?
No, because my husband's name is Johnny.
Ah.
And this is what it is, so I practice on him and try to on you.
I'm honored and flattered. Is this the number you're going to do for us, the next one?
So
or-
I would like to say, Johnny, I wrote this song especially for
Well.
you. And I want to say thank you for Doc Severance to help me out,
Well,
make a great
not anybody can work with Doc.
And he's the top #1. And his band. And Johnny, this is my honor to be on your show, and I want to thank you, Chicago, for putting me on
Well.
Johnny Carson show.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. What?
Johnny,
Yes.
this song is especially the polka. And do you think you can come here because it's especially for you that I can show you little bit steps to polka? Would you do
I
that?
really don't know how to play.
I'll teach you. It's very easy. 1, 2, 3.
Maybe just next time. Yeah, we better do it another. If we do all this, we're not going to have time for Alan. So maybe we can just play it this time, and we'll dance at a time to be announced in your local paper. What, dear?
Can you help?
What do I do here?
Just put it over.
Yeah.
Okay. That's it. Okay. And just here.
Okay.
Just,
All right. Oh, yeah. That's a very dangerous instrument. We've talked long enough.
thank you.
Okay. Get that thing cooking.
Come on, folks, and hear me out what I have to say. It's all about your host, Johnny Carson is his name. It's just 1, 2, 3. You'll feel great all over if you do the polka with me. Yeah! The polka, it's lots of fun, you see. Johnny, oh Johnny, it's just 1, 2, 3. You'll feel great all over if you do the polka with me. Yeah!
Oh, Vlasta. Thank you, Vlasta. We'll be back in a moment. Okay, thank you, Dot. My next guest. My next guest is named Louis Anderson. He's a comedian. He's making his first appearance on national television. And he's going to be opening tomorrow night in Las Vegas, the new Comedy Store at the Dunes Hotel, and he'll be there through Sunday night. Would you welcome, please, Louis Anderson.
Thank you. I can't stay long. I'm in between meals, so bear with me. I was just at McDonald's and all those statistics just changed. So. I went shopping today. What's this? One size fits all stuff. Being in California, being fat, and try to get into this California life. Went to the beach the other day. Every time I'd lay down, people would push me back into the water. He's dying. And the bums down at the beach, always coming up to you, those guys. Hey, buddy, could you help me out with a sandwich? Well, sure, where is it? Of course, what brought me to California was the Olympics. I was tried every event for the Olympics. Tried that pole vault. I drove that sucker right into the ground. I did a good thing, though. I straightened out those uneven parallel bars. Broad jump, killed her. Oh, sorry, I'm sweating, but if I don't, I'll explode. My favorite thing is when you go over to someone's house and you're fat, they overcompensate. Oh, come on in, Louie, and sit down here on this concrete sofa. Or the reinforced steel lawn furniture. Do what I do, head right for that wicker. Oh, boy. People say, Louie, why do you do those fat jokes? Because if I didn't, you guys would sit out there and go, do you think he knows he's that big? Like I woke up one morning, oh, no. Honey, get in here. I am from Minnesota. Any Minnesotans? Could I get a ride home with you? Oh, where would we put them? I love Minnesota. We go back every year. It's a great outdoor state. Do a lot of camping. Of course, when I go camping, the bears put their food up in the trees. I had that very strict Midwestern upbringing, a very strict father, the kind of guy who hates everybody. You know, my dad, we'd be in the family car driving down the street. he'd spot somebody walking down the street that was a little different. Oh, he'd slow that car down. Look at that. For crying out loud. Get my rifle. Or he would say things that made no sense to you when you were a kid. He'd be driving, the traffic would get rough. You know, if I was the last person on earth, some moron would turn left in front of me. And when he'd say that, too, if I was the last person, you'd always turn to your brother and go, wish he was, don't you? My dad, I heard that, damn it. You kids want to walk home from here? Well, yeah, it's only a block. Don't get smart with me, or I'll drive you 10 damn miles and drop you off. That's how far I had to walk to school every damn day. And my brother would chime in, and you didn't have any shoes either, did you, Dad? I don't want you to get the wrong impression of my father. He never hit us. Carried a gun. Well, he never shot it. He just go. Very effective, also. I loved hassling my parents. Had a younger brother, of course. That's the easiest way. Because you don't have to hit them or anything. You just get up in the morning, you go down to breakfast. You look across the table. You do this. You do that, you'll hear this every time. Mom, Louie's looking at me again. And you love that because you go, oh, is it against the law to look at people? Look at Mom, does this bother you? You keep it up, all of a sudden you hear, is he home today?
There's a funny young kid. Louie, come out here and take another bow. Louie Anderson, we'll be right back. My next guest will be appearing at the Sahara for 1 week from Christmas to New Year's. A heartwarming time for him to be there.
That's right.
To bring a little joy into everybody's
Santa
life
Claus.
at the holiday season. Would you welcome Mr. Warmth, Don Rickles?
I just took George in his car and told him where he was.
I got him out of here before you got out.
Oh, he was a sweet man. He went back. He said, Dan, Dan. I kicked him in the leg and he went away. He's a charming man. I'm going to put him in a home so he don't bother anybody.
George is very nice.
He's a sweet man.
Don't you just hope we get to be that age?
Yeah. Well, no, I'm not. Well, you will because you have nothing on your mind. We all have responsibilities and family. You got $6 million to sit out the beach and go, another beer, Mary! And he's not even married to Mary. Joanna's the wife.
That's right.
Yeah. She wasn't at the affair last night. I hear the jewelry tarnished and she couldn't show up.
Well, it was going to be a long evening. She was a little tired, that's all.
Freddie doesn't laugh anymore since he knows the president-elect.
That's right. He's very
Just sits there going, I'm going to get rid of him and sit in the White House. All right, Mr. President, pass the beer.
How you feel, Ed?
Fine, thank you.
Spoke to Johnny. He's getting rid of you. Anyway, now that it's an hour, he feels he can do it all alone. He don't need you anymore. Sit on those big beer trucks going, move him out, boys, move him out.
How you feeling tonight? Last night we did an affair together for Sammy Davis Jr. for the Friars. You had, and you still have a little bit of it, you had a very bad case of bronchitis, laryngitis?
Yeah, but how are you going to say to Sam you can't show up? You know, they'll move into the neighborhood.
That's right.
But it's a little humor, I don't want to get 4 letters. I love the black people. I have Harry Goins, has been my black...
Been with you for a long time.
Yeah, 20... You want to buy him?
No.
Anyway, he's beautiful. And we've been
Harry,
together
sure.
for some 22 years, and we love each other. And it was a great night for Sammy. It really was. And your monologue, I got to tell you, and then we won't be too nice anymore because it blows the whole image. Your monologue was magnificent. The one line, tell them the one line about the pick fair. I think that's a classic. If you
They
can
have
say
to
it.
know the person I'm talking about.
You must tell them.
Jerry Buss, for example, is a very wealthy individual who owns the Lakers. I guess he owns World Team Tennis out here.
And the world.
Yeah, a very rich young man. And he just bought Mary Pickford and Buddy Rogers' home called Pick Fair. So I announced last night at the end of this affair for Sammy that I had an additional surprise for him from the Friars, that Jerry Buss was going to buy him and put him on his front lawn at Pick Fair. Those are the kind of lines you do.
And Sammy did a great thing. He walked out.
You were funny. You were funny last night. It was a good evening.
Well, you know, it's so funny when we go to these dinners, and you and I discussed it. You know, you go to the dinners, and when it's a friend, as Sammy is, to all of us, you know, it's so tough because you got to sit there for hours and hours. You know, Mayor Bradley was up there making a speech, and Alhambra was on fire. He was saying, "I'd like to say, Sam," and 3 guys from engine companies came in with hoses. Mayor, Alhambra!
He got on the
Anyway,
mayor.
let me just give him the plaque, and then we'll get the hell out of here. You know.
You got on the mayor pretty funny last night.
Well, it was, he's a
Yes,
beautiful
he is.
guy. He really is. You know, it's great to see a mayor sit at the dais and tap dance while you're talking. You don't see that too often. I mean, he was a wonderful guy. He really is.
You know what I want to ask you about?
Surely.
Want to
That's
ask?
the whole idea. We're not going to sit here and stare at each other's outfits.
That's right. That is a cute outfit. As you get older, you start to go for the sports jacket and slacks. So.
And as you get older, you start to go for those Mickey Mouse suits.
What are you talking about?
Now, this is the toy Johnny Carson outfits that are made in Buffalo for $2. With the thin lapels and the cute little shirts, and in the back he has a fake dickie and there's no outfit. No fly, no front, just a little... Underneath he's wearing jeans and a dead cowboy suit.
A dead cowboy suit?
Yeah, well, they don't know.
Of course, I understand that. Never ask you what you mean.
We're not going to make this a question and answer.
That's
Hit
right.
the buzzer and win 2 trips to a luau. That's an
Now,
island.
you went to England, and you entertained for the royal family?
Shut up, Freddie. If you knew more than me, you'd be a guest. Anyway...
You don't see him over here.
No.
do you? That's right.
I love that. Ever since he did Bozo, he's drunk with power.
It's Bonzo.
Bonzo. Here's your Bonzo. Bonzo this. Bonzo. Bozo. It's the same darn thing. Bonzo. I don't follow apes. I'm a Jew. We own the whole zoo.
What do you know from one little
That's
chimp?
right.
That's right. You went to England to entertain the royal family?
Well,
Princess Margaret?
it wasn't exactly that way, John.
Yeah.
What happened was Bob Hope, who was a personal friend of yours and mine.
Certainly.
Does he know you?
Yes, he was quite.
Probably saw you on one of the floats. Anyway, as you can see, I got the Doc Holliday disease.
Yes. Consumption there.
Yeah, Vic Mature falling off the cab. Pow! Anyway, so we went to London with Bob Newhart, who was great because he takes care of the luggage and the passports. He keeps going, "You can come into the country." Anyway, and that's in England, and they talk like that because they're all from India. "Welcome to our country." Anyway, and they all got turbans on their head. "Mem Sahib, welcome to our country." And Margaret Thatcher is on the corner going, "Don't talk like that." Anyway, I give her a cookie and she goes away. She's really annoying. But we had a wonderful time.
Tell us about it.
We went to the Ambassadors and had a few drinks, which you don't drink anymore, and you don't drink anymore. May God give me a stroke if they don't drink. Anyway, so we went to the Ambassadors, and Bob had a scotch, and I had my few vodkas, and we enjoyed. And then we did the gala. The opening night was the gala.
That's
It was
what it
4
was.
days of golf. My wife said, Barbara said to me, "Listen, we never get a chance. You never do these things. And you don't like those things. You don't like golf competition. I know that. Or bowling. Ed goes to anything. A dead moose hangout. Anything, you know. 2 falcons in heat on a road he shows up for, you know. But I don't usually do that. I'm very self-conscious about that. And my golf, you know, I love to play golf. And I'm not too good at golf.
You're terrible.
Right. Good. You didn't have to zap it in that strongly, but I am terrible. But I love it. It's the whole idea. I'm not in competitive competition.
Right.
So I got to the golf course, and the punchline was 15,000 people are watching. We were up all night at the Ambassadors, a wonderful club in London, with John Hill, who was like the Sydney... Is it John Hill?
John Mills.
John Mills, sorry. And he's like the Sydney Grinch. Go, "We're going to have the pheasant under the duck." And Bob Newhart, who's a wasp from the Middle West, kept saying, "Do you have a Pepsi?"
I got to do a commercial? I can do a commercial.
Sure, to keep that big estate going.
That's right.
So those hunting dogs don't die.
Now, I want to know, in the time we have left, how Princess Margaret reacted to you, not having probably known you and knowing your humor.
Well, what happened, in all fairness, Bob Hope presented me like, and as always, as you know, it's a custom for some reason, which I'm flattered by, and you've, and I've said this many, many times, you've been my ace in the hole, the guy that got me really rolling in this television world. And so they knew me from your show over in England. That's the truth. And Dean Martin's show. That's the two things they knew about me. And Bob said, and now, again, you know, at midnight, after everybody had 88 drinks, and all the British comics got up, and they're lovely, you know, Jimmy Tarbuck and Bruce Forsyth, and they said, and guys, and this is similar, exaggerating, went, and two guys went for an ale in a bucket, and set them all with a tuppence too, and a mother fell, and a queen fell, and a tuppence. Aho! 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 And I said, my hand to God, John, I said to my wife, I got to get a triple vodka. Get me anything. I'm not an alcoholic, but I need something. And Newhart had already been off, and Bob did his adorable thing, which he does. He does it so great, the telephone thing, which they can all communicate with.
Right.
And Bob said, and now a guy that's going to destroy you, and here is somebody going to destroy us, you know. So I walked out, and I said something about the Queen. I said, Your Majesty, forgive me, and bum, bum, bum. I said, look, how'd you get all the jewelry? How'd you get so rich? And bum, bum, bum. My mother's living in 2 rooms in Miami. You have a big house with a flagpole, and I'm getting fed up, and boom, you're sitting here laughing, and they're all going, aho, aho. And they keep checking with her to see if it's funny, you know. And she was sitting there quietly having her martini going, aho, aho. And the whole evening, everybody's going, aho, ho, 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 ho. So I didn't know where the hell I was. I kept going, aho, ho, ho. And Newhart kept saying, get the cab, get the cab. Punchline, show's over. We sit down. I said to my wife, as we all do, we have 3 of us being married, and the wives really have a lot to say. And my wife quietly said to me, absolutely good. Just cool it. Just cool it. Be relaxed. You did good. Boom. I said, Barbara, I'm so nervous. She said, forget it. Guy comes in. He said, would you come and meet Her Majesty? Her Highness, she'd like to meet you. I said, who? What? Who she want to meet? And my wife said, it's us, dummy, it's us. Boom.
This is Princess Margaret.
Princess Margaret. And we walk over, and I say, Your Highness. And the first thing out of her mouth is, that's my sister. And I went, and I said, oh, pardon me. So we sat down, and it was only us.
Yeah.
And the Secret Service, they're Scotland Yard, you know, and they all have white gloves and a lot of dickies that are popping up. And we sat down, and we had a lovely discussion, and she said, how's your mom? I said, how's your mom? And we discussed this, and we chit-chatted it, and then I gave her a recipe for a Jewish message, and she said, really? And we did, how, and we walked away, and I said to Barbara, this broad's rich.
So they done you.
Really rich. And we had a ball.
That's wonderful. We'll be right back. You probably haven't, we've talked about this every year we've done the show, you probably have not even decided to buy Christmas gifts yet. You wait till the last minute,
I like to wait till the last minute.
I never understood
There's just
that.
a feeling about it. It's wonderful. The last couple of days you get out, you know.
And things are marked down then, I suppose, too.
No, they're already marked down already. Listen, people are having sales that never had sales before in their life.
That is true because of the economy. My first guest, I cannot think of anybody in recent history who has had such a rise in popularity in the last 2 or 3 years as Dudley Moore, and deservedly so. He's always been talented. I first saw Dudley in New York on Beyond the Fringe with Peter Cook. I was thinking of Jonathan. I was thinking of Jonathan. What's his name? The other. You know whom I'm talking about?
Let's ask the staff. Who is he talking about?
Dudley Moore.
No, Jonathan Miller.
That's right, Jonathan Miller.
Is that another?
He was a doctor.
He is a doctor.
Yes.
Well, I was talking about Peter Cook, who worked with Dudley. He's been nominated for an Oscar.
Who? Peter Cook?
No. Dudley Moore has been nominated for and a couple of Tony Awards. Also been nominated. Yeah. Dudley. His latest movie is called 6 Weeks, and it co-stars Mary Tyler Moore. And it opens December the 17th, which is that's tomorrow. That's tomorrow.
You're starting to go just a little bit.
And his other new film, Lovesick, is going to be released in February. Would you welcome Dudley Moore? not bad, huh?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah. You get a little, I'm a little dingy tonight. You get bizarre during, well, you're bizarre pretty much since I've ever known you.
Yes, yes.
You've got that kind of wavelength. But during the holiday season, people get anxiety attacks. They get stressed.
Yeah, you wonder what to buy, don't you, and stuff.
Yeah.
I wonder what to stuff and
what to
buy.
What to buy. Do you buy?
Isn't that it?
That's about right.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Do you buy stuff for a lot of people, or?
I try not to.
Yeah.
It's so hard not to, isn't it?
Yes. No, it's not easy.
To pass by and not buy stuff.
Or to stuff by and not buy.
Stuff by.
Yes, and not pass.
She's a nice girl by. But no, I find it very difficult.
Yeah, I do too.
And I think this is getting us absolutely nowhere.
Do you know what I read about you or the articles? I cannot pick up a magazine without seeing a picture of you or an article about you.
Oh, I can think of a few.
Well, I didn't mean all of them, but many of them. And they call you Cuddly Dudley.
Oh.
Somebody, yeah.
Gag me with whatever it is.
With a hammer, I think. I'm not sure what it is.
Well, that started in England some years ago, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
There is a black singer called Cuddly Dudley.
That I didn't know.
Who I'm often mistaken for.
He's tall, isn't he?
He's tall guy.
Yeah.
Tall guy.
Tall black
But no, it's better than a flint driven into the head with a mallet.
You take what you get.
You take what you get. I can't complain.
Yeah. You're going to play the piano later. Most people, I'm sure, know that you are a musician. You started basically as a musician, jazz.
Yeah. I started.
Jazz musician.
I started playing the piano when I was 6, and I realized that jazz was a more sort of visceral music that got the juices going of the young girls in the school. I think the band would agree that that's the motivation behind playing.
Attracts women?
Sucking and blowing those things there. I think the main motivation was to give a sort of a hidden message.
That's right. Well, you can look really hip,
Hey.
I like to go to jazz clubs, and women think that's really cool to say.
Yeah.
And by the way you play, and did it work out that way?
Yeah, I had a certain amount of
few birds.
Yeah, a few birds. Yeah, bit of crumpet here and there.
In case they don't know what we're talking about, in England, where they would say chicks here or so forth, they say birds over there.
Birds, yes, birds, crumpet.
Crumpets.
Skirt. Other awful. No, that's American too. That's rather nasty, isn't it?
What's that?
Of course. Skirt, isn't it?
They don't use that. I think that is like in the 30s and 40s.
Is it? Well, yes, I was.
Great-looking skirt,
Yes.
Broad was a word that was considered a long time ago really kind of offensive to women, and now they can use it meaning, hey, she's a good broad, meaning a nice woman.
Yeah.
It doesn't. I don't think it has that connotation anymore.
Extraordinary.
No. Not really, but I'm paid to do this kind of stuff, and that's really all I could come up with. When you say in England something is bloody awful, that is really, expression is not used much, is it, on television?
Well, no, it is used quite a lot because our television conventions are rather more relaxed. Like a saggy pair of underwear or something. No, that's not the best metaphor, but there's a certain
promissiveness?
Yes. Thank you.
You're welcome. I've been wanting to use that word for weeks, and I try to sneak it in when I can.
But bloody is
how would you describe what that means?
It means very. You say something's bloody awful, it means very awful, or I remember my mother's hair going up on the back of her neck whenever the word was used.
Right.
She used to describe maybe a neighbor as a silly old COW, which,
Cow?
Cow, but, yes. Things like...
Can I go on to the next plateau now?
Yeah. So she was particularly sensitive to even a word like bloody, which is very common.
Yeah. Let me give you another... Have you been drinking again, either? All right, now here's an interview quote, and I've got it right here because I want to look at this for sure.
Oh.
Said, "You've covered a lot of ground with women between wives and girlfriends indulging in what you called meaningful one-night stands."
Yeah, well... I knew that phrase would come back to haunt me.
Yes, well, was that a fairly accurate...
Well, I was making the point. I felt... nicely put. That one can have a nice relationship with a woman, you know, that can be counted in minutes and seconds rather than years. It's just a...
I think you're right.
Yeah, I think it is true.
You can be with somebody for 10 years and really not know them.
Yeah.
And be with somebody for half an hour.
And really
know them. We're talking knowing. We're talking knowing.
Oh, no.
We have to do a bit of a message. Why do I start talking British when I had anybody from England on? Right now, we'll be back. Silly time, folks. You've gone mainly with actresses. You know, I mean...
Gone with?
Gone with or dated or...
Yes.
So far?
Fed.
Is it fed? You know, loved? Been enraptured with? Is it because they're in the same business that you feel more comfortable with them, or...?
Well, I don't know. I must say I think actresses are a terrific lot. You know, they're... that sounds terrible. I think they're interesting, exciting, they're electric, they're alive, they're attractive, and I have to leave now.
You getting excited just talking about it, or what?
There's something, I mean, it's obviously nice to have people in the same business as your friends, and that's really what it is.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
I think you're right. You ever worry about getting...
Yeah.
No. I wasn't going to say any. I had the other. You ever worried about... See, the way this works, I will complete the
sentence. I'm sorry,
That's all right.
I thought you had already...
You ever worry about getting older and losing your attractiveness?
Well, it's very nice of you.
Well, women do. A lot of actresses do.
Well, I think actresses... I was discussing this on the plane coming here today. It's very... It's terrible, I think, being an actress, really, in this business. As an actor, you don't really have the same preoccupations. I mean, you know, I'll probably scream with panic at some point. Yes, Yes,
you haven't had the midlife crisis yet.
Well, I had a midwife crisis.
Did you? Yes. Well, that's a brutal affair, I suppose.
Brutal, and she pulled me out. I said, "Let me stay here. It's awfully nice and warm."
Yeah.
And
when you were a little boy, and I don't mean that as a put down.
No.
Or as a pun.
Yes.
But I mean, you were a boy and little then.
Yes,
a younger
when
boy.
I was a little boy.
You were probably smaller than boys of your average size. Of your average, not. Of course you would.
I'm with you.
That was not a complete question. You were probably smaller than boys your same age.
Yes.
Did that create any kind of a problem outside of being smaller?
It did preoccupy me for a long time. I'm glad you asked me that. And I did wait till you completed.
Yes, I was finished. Yeah.
Was it good for you?
I'll say stop when I get to the end of it. I'll say stop. Your turn. Good. Your turn.
I was very embarrassed at gradually I saw these kids, you know, getting bigger and so forth. It was a preoccupation for a time, but now it doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah.
It's
actually a lot of mileage out of the fact that you are
a squirt.
No.
He wasn't going to say
that. I wasn't going to say that.
No. I thought I'd just complete it for you.
Diminutive in stature.
Yes.
Compared to the guy...
Clint Eastwood.
Well, Clint's not all that.
He's not all that?
No, I wasn't finished yet.
I'm sorry.
Not all that big.
This is one of Merv's theme shows.
Yes. Yes, unfinished sentences. Look, anyway, the movie opens all over the... Well, I know it's all over the country.
Yes, all over.
All over the country. Tomorrow, which is Friday, December...
17th.
You throw your voice, too. That's wonderful. Swore Ed said that. December the 17th, and I hope it's a big hit. Really,
Thank you.
Because you're a remarkable talent, and I mean that.
Thanks.
Yeah, really Before you go, as they say. Anyway, before you go, as they always say, you do play.
Yes.
Nice piano.
Thank you.
Is that a company you say nice piano? What would what would be a better
Accomplished.
Yeah, I'll take anything.
Accomplished.
Nice,
skilled,
accomplished, skilled piano.
Skilled pianist who will now demonstrate the fact that I have just stated. Mr. Moore.
Thank you. This is a
go. I am finished with that.
Oh, yeah.
Theme from the film. Happy holidays.
Thank you.
We are back. I just explained to Ricardo, I don't want you to think that I'm cutting our conversation short tonight because I admire you too much, but we got a little behind time, and I wanted to devote a little time to this gentleman, which I think, I've been reading a lot of research on him, from the Stanford Research Institute and from the science section of the New York Times, a lot of publicity on this gentleman whose name is Uri, U-R-I, Uri Geller. He is from Israel, and he's been the subject of a lot of study and quite a bit of controversy. He says that he claims to have been born, as I understand it, with the power of having psychokinetic ability, which is the movement of objects by sometimes not touching them by the mind, but without any physical touching of the objects. He's been on shows where objects have bent, things have broken just by touching them. And he's most interesting. And I tend to be sometimes skeptical, which may not be fair to him. You should probably have an open mind on this. But I would like to mention that he will be at Houston, Texas on September the 20th, and New York City's Town Hall on the 25th. And we hope we're going to see some rather astounding things tonight. Would you welcome, please, Uri Geller. Nice to see you.
Thanks.
We have only met...
This scares me.
This scares you? Well, this is we just got some things together here, and as I said, as you progress and do what you want to do tonight, well, you can tell us what you would like to try, and we'll leave it up to you.
I'll try when I'll really feel up to it, okay?
That's what I understand. I have seen you on television before, and you say that sometimes you have to be in a certain frame of mind? You sometimes will pass on a particular experiment because you honest and say, oh, I don't feel it, or I am not getting the thought. Is that true?
That's true. I really have to be in the mood to do things and have them happen.
Mm-hmm.
And many times nothing really happens.
Right.
And it doesn't matter if I'm in front of 3,000 people or 10 people, I do my best. And of course, I'm really talking about time now.
Mm-hmm.
For instance, if I had time to bend a nail, an hour, 2 hours, or unlimited time, then it'll happen in the end.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really not only up to my mood, but up to the people who are, watching it and wanting it to happen. And that's it.
Now, a lot of people, you run into this, I'm sure, all the time. Most people, if they don't understand something, tend to be very skeptical.
Yes.
It's the unknown. People always kind of fear sometimes the unknown. You say, of course, there's not any trickery involved in this. This is some kind of ability, or I think as you phrase it, a strength or power that seems to come to you or given to you?
I call it a sort of a power. I have no specific name for it.
Mm-hmm.
I know that things that are moved without touching them or bent are called psychokinesis.
Right.
And telepathy is telepathy. But there are no tricks here. If I do it, it's done with real powers.
Do you know of any other cases such as yours?
Well, I heard of many people who do telepathy,
Mm-hmm.
but you see, I'm also a skeptic.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, for instance, if you'll tell me that there is somebody you know and does it, I'll also want to see to believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'm sure there are other people. I do not know if there are people who can bend them or break things, but I'm sure I'm not the only one. Maybe there are many people who have these powers and do not know of them, and it did not develop in them.
You are not saying, now, for example, people have always said a true test would be, I'm going to think of something, and the person turns around and says, you are thinking of. Then that would be incredible, would it not? If I had a particular thought in my mind or a particular episode that happened, and someone could tell me.
That's incredible. That's reading your mind constantly. I cannot do that.
Mm-hmm.
You see, I can only do things that you really concentrate on, studied it before, and really project it to me. I cannot sit right here or near you and know exactly what you're thinking about. I wish I could, but that's...
Now, this just means we're cutting away for a second because we get a little behind time, but we're going to have, I think, adequate time for you to try what you would like to try tonight, and I'm looking forward to it. I really am.
All right, good.
We'll take a short break, and we'll be right back. Here is the Cure ad, the bandage that sticks to its job. Watch. If you have just joined us, we are talking with Uri Geller, who claims and has performed some very astounding feats. We have a variety of objects sitting here. We have also, as per your request earlier this afternoon, and if you want to try that or whenever you feel like it, one of our staff members did some drawings which have been sealed in an envelope, and I'd like you to take your own pace when you feel like you want to try anything.
Right.
Do you want to try that particular experiment first?
When I'll feel free.
When you
Okay?
Sure. And now these objects out here are, we have some nails, we have some keys, we have, as you can see, some forks, we have some aluminum canisters. These are the type of aluminum canisters I guess a roll of film would come in. All of these objects have been supplied by us. You did not bring anything here at all. We have a small, what you would call a file box with a die in it, which I understand sometimes someone can place the die in the box and shake it up, and you have a very good law of averages in naming the number that is on the top spot of the die without touching the box or opening it whatsoever. So, would you like to try anything here?
Why don't you ask some more questions?
Want me to ask you some more questions? You have to kind
May
of
I
work
ask, when did you discover this power, Urine?
Well, I think I was really born with this power, and
But when did you discover it?
the first time I was about 7 years old, the psychokinesis power, I would concentrate on my wristwatch, and I could move the hands of the watch just by concentration, just move them to a completely different hour.
I mean, the
And
watch would
then-
move to a different hour just by...
Yeah, a complete different hour. But then it wasn't always under my control. And then I noticed that later, I mean, it didn't happen all the same day, that one of the hands is bent inside the watch, which you cannot touch by hand. And that was the first time I ever discovered that these powers exist, and I sort of have them and can control them.
Are you feeling in the mood yet? Huh?
Wow.
More questions?
All right, let's...
What's the capital of South Dakota? No, I don't mean to press you.
Okay, let me see. As you know, I told your people what to bring. One of the experiments I did at SRI is finding a hidden object in 10 cans, of course. I did it repeatedly all the time.
Right. And we have 10 aluminum cans there and 10 over here.
I was already trying to concentrate on them, so I'll try
we
the water.
Now, since we have been gone, let me explain to the audience at home that he has not touched these objects in any way. They were brought over here by our property man. The table was placed here. And while we have been away, you have not touched them in any manner. I will verify that.
So I'll just move my hands over them, and if I'll feel for...
And one of them contains water, of the 10.
I like to do it the way we'll start eliminating the ones that do not have the water. That's the way I did it at SRI. That's the way I'll try to do it here.
All right, without touching them.
Without touching them, of course.
All right.
Why don't you pick out when I say take this out,
I
pick
take
it out.
Right,
So
of course.
that means there's no water in that. I'll try to go down. Now, what I do now is try to have a sort of a feeling where the water is.
Now you're not touching them at all.
You can see that I'm not.
Well, I don't trust me.
Okay, take this one out. There's no water in. Uh-oh. Careful. You must...
Sorry.
Wait, pick them very
I'm
delicately
very careful,
out.
right.
Some people call it a sort of a water roulette. But pick gently the middle one out without touching
Take
anyone.
the middle one out. Remove that. Obviously, that is empty. Excuse me. I'm sorry, I did not mean to do that. I was trying to move over to get a better look.
He is really suspicious, I'm having a hard time with you.
I don't mean to be, right? I really don't.
Just keep looking. And I'm telling the viewers, if I miss, then I miss. I won't pass here. Usually I pass if I don't feel for it. But if I'm wrong, then I'll be wrong. I'll also be a little disappointed, but that's the way it goes if I'm pressed. See, Johnny, what happens here, you can see that there's nothing put on here. I'm not
Yes, I understand.
trying to make it longer. I'm trying to feel. If there's no feeling, then I can't do it. And that's it. Wait. Okay, let me rest a little, all right?
All right.
I'm surprised because before this program, your producer came and he read me at least 40 questions you're going to ask me.
Well, I can ask you all kinds of questions if you'd like me to ask you questions.
I have to have time, and give me a little more time.
All right. Now we'll cut away from a commercial, and I will verify, and everybody in the studio will verify that nobody will touch the objects. Okay?
Right.
Because I don't want to push it on that, but obviously we don't have unlimited time on a television show. I wish we did.
Okay.
Which one is the breast? Do you find your meals too routine? Watch closely and see how dinner can turn into a barrel of fun. We're back. How are you feeling, Ray?
Fine. I feel fine myself.
In other words, this is something you just have to feel, and you can't be pressed on
That's it. It can be pressed, and I'm sorry if that's it. Okay. Eliminate this one also.
Eliminate that one.
Good.
All right.
I already had my feeling on the first one. I feel something from it, but
You're not
I'm
sure.
not sure.
All right, you've got 7 more there.
Yuri?
Yeah.
Let me ask you something. If someone, like, suppose I felt that also, is that a supporting thing?
No, you see, because I have to come down to it myself. I mean, you can't choose for me. You see, there's actually, again, I'm saying there's no guesswork here.
But you mentioned something. You said if the audience helps you concentrate, if they help you think about
Oh yeah,
this.
it helps. I mean, it helps to a limited extent, but I'm the one who will have to choose from here, not you.
Now, so in these demonstrations, Yuri, very
Yes.
often you say you do fail.
Oh, well, you
And
see.
do the audiences accept
let me tell you this.
Do they accept it?
Yes, you see, I don't force anybody to. First of all, I don't force anybody to come to my appearances and believe me. You see, there it is, and I'm trying to do and succeed. Usually, of course, I don't walk into an audience and they tell me, here, we laid down 20 cans, find it. I can't work that way. Neither at where I do the experiments. I have time, I sit down, you feel, do it. Now, in an audience, I feel much more free. I know that nothing will happen to me if it won't happen, but really to my...
Would you like to go on to the other experiment, the one where we made the... someone drew an object and it's double sealed in the envelope, or would you like to continue with this?
Well, let me try. This one is not over yet. I'm going to come back to
sure
it.
not.
Can you take this spoon in your hand?
Put this spoon in my hand, this one.
Take it and hold it like that. Hold it no, open it and put your other hand on it, gently, like that. Or I won't touch this. No, turn it back. Other will lift your hand, and lift your hand and put your finger here. Now, I'll put my hand over your finger. Tell me if you feel, and press it like, feel the whole. Tell me if you feel anything coming from my hand. You have here something written on your hand.
Yeah.
Is
It was
that
a name that I didn't
remember?
want to forget, yes. That I never used.
I hope I won't bend this
never-
man, whoever he is. What I'm trying to do is bend the spoon under his finger, wherever.
I feel heat.
Good. Heat is usual. I mean, everybody has a sort of a body heat coming. Tell me if you feel anything. Tell me if you feel your hand somehow sinking into it gently. And I'm not touching him.
Yes.
Good. Okay, gently lift. I'll hold it here. Gently lift up. You see if it's bent there. Yes.
Yes, it is. It is.
Yes. It's bending more. Can you see it?
It is very much bent, I can say.
Well, where?
It was very
Now,
straight.
it was straight. I hope the camera can focus on this. Oh, it's.
Yeah. It does look like there's a slight
No,
bend in
it'll
it.
keep bending. It bends more. Usually, it bends more after it happens. And this is this is one of the thickest point of the spoon. Well, you can definitely see and feel it. And you felt it.
Yes, I
sinking
did.
sound.
Yes, I did.
Okay, now, of course, this is not a big bend, Johnny. Before the show, one of your video man brought me a key, and I did it for him, completely bent to, I'd say,
He showed it to me,
40
yeah.
degrees. But there, I'll put it here, and it'll keep going. Look,
Do we have
there
to-
I had no.
Can we cut away again and still come back here?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, we'll be right back after another word from one of our sponsors. Gerard, we are back. Uri was telling me you don't feel what, strong tonight?
I don't
Is that?
feel strong. It's not all tonight. Right now, I'm feeling being pressed, and then I can't.
Well, I'm
I
not
can't
trying
do
to
my
press you. I really not.
No, you're only telling me, well, will you try that or that or that?
Well, I thought that was the idea of. No, I'm not. No, I'm not trying to put you down. I didn't mean that patronizingly at all, because I have seen you on shows, and I thought the idea was to show, if you possibly could, some of the things that you claim you can do. And I certainly don't want to press you. And if you don't feel like you can't do it tonight or don't wish to try, I certainly don't want to make you feel uncomfortable. I'm not trying to be skeptical. I would love to see these things. I really would.
Right.
Is there anything else that appeals to you? Now, if I'm pressing again, well, for example, now you asked us before the show and this afternoon for one of our staff members to draw on a couple of cards and seal them in an envelope, which we have done.
Yes. Well, let me tell you again. This didn't bend much, and right now here I'm stuck. I don't feel for it more, so I don't want to be stuck either on an envelope.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather tell you that many people are skeptical about these things. They see something happening, and then they want to see it closer and closer. There have been many people running and saying that they can duplicate what I do. Well, I can only say that if I'm on stage and people see me from far, they can always say that there is some sort of a sleight of hand or trickery here.
That's true.
But I've been working with science quite a lot, and by doing what you see here under controlled conditions, because this is not a controlled condition.
What do you mean?
Well, this is not a controlled condition. What I mean is, for instance, in experiments, it's covered with bell jars, and there are cameras running, and many scientists looking at every point, although you're trying to do the same, but this is really not a controlled condition. But again, it's quite difficult for me, and I won't go on something that I don't feel strong for.
All right. Well, it doesn't leave us much, does it?
We do have 3 empty canisters.
Yeah, we have 3 empty canisters there, and we have 7 over here,
And a bent spoon.
And a spoon that's got a slight bend in it. No, I'm not trying to be
It's all right.
patronizing at all. I wanted this to be of great success
Johnny,
tonight
I feel
for you.
very good. I feel very good.
Okay, we'll take a break and we'll come right back. Well, Uri, I don't want you to feel bad about this tonight. The monologue doesn't work every night either. And maybe
Thank you. I don't feel bad about it. It
maybe
happens to me not once, but it happens quite a lot when I cannot perform and do things.
Would you like to try it again some evening if you want to?
Yeah,
I mean,
I guess,
I'll be happy to extend an invitation to you.
You know, Johnny, just to finish that, this was quite an important appearance for me here tonight. And really, in other places, I felt real good. And I knew I could perform things. Because maybe this was and is an important appearance for me tonight, I might be blocking myself. And I want to tell you, you know, people ask me, are you nervous before coming in and sitting here? I was very nervous tonight, really. Maybe I can say my first time that I was really nervous appearing. I heard about you when I was a little kid in Israel. So,
well, look,
for me it was important.
We'll love to have you come back again sometime.
Okay, thank you.
Really.
And don't be disappointed.
I won't.
I'm not.
Okay, fine. Ricardo, thank you. Yeah, Johnny, tomorrow night, Dom DeLuise, Edie Williams, the 3 Degrees, and swindle expert Bob Rosevsky. Good night.